Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is SlickCast256. Don't forget to like, subscribe and follow us on our social media handles at X and on WhatsApp. So we are still continuing with our discussion about algae, and today we are going to look at another subtopic, which is algal classification. So if you need these notes and other revision materials, please click in the description box below. There is an available link. So um, there are 5 criteria that have been put up to discuss or to classify algae, and what are they? Based on the nature of the photosynthetic pigments that are found within them, what food reserves do they have, what makes up their cell wall, the type of flagella, their length, and the type, length, and morphology, then the cell structure. And we're going to discuss all of this briefly. So we begin by looking at the photosynthetic pigments. The photosynthetic pigments are of 3 types: chlorophyll, carotenoids, and bioloproteins. So 5 types of chlorophyll have been identified in algae. Number 1, chlorophyll A. So it has been discovered that all algae have chlorophyll A, so it is universal to all of them. Number 2, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C. Then members of the clade rhodophyta have chlorophyll D, while members of the xanthophyta group have chlorophyll A. Then another photosynthetic pigment are carotenoids, and the 2 types of carotenoids that have been identified in algae. Number 1, we have carotones, then xanthophylls. Different types of xanthophylls have been identified, and these are peridine, terazanthine, antherozanthine, and diadinoxanthine. Then other algae have bioloproteins, and the 2 types of bioloproteins that have been identified in algae. Number 1, phycocyanin and phycoerythrin. And phycocyanin is found in blue-green algae that belongs to the group called cyanophyta, and phycoerythrin, as you can already hear the word erythrin, which is an indication that there is red somewhere, and this is found in rhodophyta or red algae. So algae can also be classified based on what food reserves does it have. So the storage products accumulated in different algae is also very important in their taxonomy. Different groups of algae store different types of storage products. Number 1, there are groups that store through starch, and those are the chlorophytes. Then there are other groups that store what we call fluoridine starch, and those are rhodophytes. Then there are groups that store cyanophycin, and that is members of the group cyanophyta. Then there are groups that store laminarin, and those are members of the group phyta, while others store paramylum, which are those are members of the group euglenophyta. Then, based on the cell wall components, according to the composition of the cell wall, algae can also be classified. For example, some algae have their cell wall made up of cellulose, and with that, alongside other characteristics, we can say that this algae is a member of the group chlorophyta. Then there are those ones that have their cell wall made up of silica, and because of that and other characteristics, we can say that this is a member of the group Bacillariophyta or diatoms. Then there are those ones that are made up of a carbohydrate protein complex, what we call mucopolymeric, called the peptidoglycan layer, and those are members of the group cyanophyta. Triphyta or blue-green algae. Then next is flagellation. So algae can also be classified based on its type of flagella, but very important to note, members of the group Rhodophyta and Cyanophyta don't have flagella. The rest of the other groups, as we shall discuss, have flagella, and the flagella across the different groups based on its morphology, number, position, and length differ, and they're all used as important characters in classification of algae. So we begin by looking at the morphology of algae. So morphologically, there are two types of flagella in algae. We have what they call acronematic flagella and pantonematic flagella. So acronematic flagella have a smooth surface, as you can look at this one. They have a smooth surface, while pantonematic flagella have what we call mastigomes, and mastigomes are just tiny hair-like appendages or philemas. So pantonematic flagella have hair-like tiny substances or philemas that we call mastigomes. Then next we look at the number of flagella, because different forms of algae have different numbers of flagella. Others have one flagella, and those are called uniflagellate algae. Others have two, and those are called biflagellate algae. Others have three, and those are called triflagellate algae. Others have four, and those are called quadriflagellate algae, while others have many algae, and those are what we call multiflagellate algae. Still, the position, where is the algae located? If it is located in front or the anterior part, we call that anterior flagellum. If it is located on the sides, we call that lateral flagellum, and if it's located posteriorly, we call that posterior flagella. Then the length of the flagella. If the flagella are of equal length, it's called isocont, and if the flagella are of different length, it's called heterocont flagella. So then we continue and look at the cell structure. If algae has genetic material that is not enclosed within the nucleus and lacks double membrane organelles, we say it is prokaryotic algae. Best case example are blue-green algae. While others that have eukaryotic, others that have a true nucleus and membrane-bound organelles are called eukaryotic algae. Those ones without true nucleus and lack membrane-bound organelles are called prokaryotic algae, and that is only blue-green algae. The rest of other algal classes are eukaryotes. So, based on the criteria we've discussed, 9 classes of algae have been put in place. Actually, there are 10 been put in place to classify algae. We're going to look at them briefly. Number 1, we have the division called chlorophyta, that is made up of green algae. And number 2, we have charophyta, and those are stoneworts. We have bacillariophyta, those are diatoms. We have euglenophyta, those are euglenoids. We have rhodophyta, that is red algae. We have cyanophyta, that is blue-green algae. We have phyphyta, that is brown algae. We have pyrophyta or dinophyta, and that is a group that has dinoflagellates. We have cryptophyta, those are cryptophytes. We have xanthophyta, those are xanthophytes. We have rhizophyta, those are gold brown algae, and we have hepatophyta, which are hepatophytes. I have some few images here to illustrate to you. So these are the stoneworts. So these are the stoneworts, and instead stoneworts belong to the division charophyta. We have, this is red algae, which belongs to the group rhodophyta. This is an example of chlorophyta or the green algae. These are euglenoids. Euglenoids belong to the group Euglenophyta. Then this is blue-green algae, as you can see, blue-green algae on our water body, which belongs to the group Cyanophyta. Then we have the dinoflagellates here. We have the gold brown algae, the golden brown algae, which belongs to the group Chrysophyta. We have the diatoms here, that belongs to the group Bacillariophyta. Then we have the hepatophytes here, that belong to the group Hepatophyta. And Hepatophyta, then this is brown algae that belongs to the group Phyophyta. Till next time.